Long ago, in the land of Israel, people lived in towns and farmed the land. This story takes us to a time when understanding who God truly was became very important. The people had followed the God of their ancestors, but many also began to look towards other gods. This created a question about where true power resided in the land. During this period, many in Israel worshipped a god called Baal, believing he controlled rain. This belief mixed with the traditional worship of the God of Israel, causing confusion. A long and severe drought made life challenging, intensifying the question of which God could truly bring rain and provide for their needs. In these uncertain times lived Elijah, a prophet who delivered messages from the God of Israel. Elijah was a courageous and devoted man, firm in his belief. He spoke for the one God, even when many others, including the king, followed Baal. Elijah stood strong, reminding people of their original faith. Before the main events, the land suffered from a severe, long-lasting drought. The ground was dry, and crops could not grow. Because Baal was believed to control rain, his worship grew popular. King Ahab supported Baal. Elijah stood almost alone against many prophets of Baal. Uncertainty filled the land about who would bring relief. Then, Elijah gathered everyone, including Baal's prophets, on Mount Carmel. He proposed a clear test to show who was the true God. This was the divine instruction. God proves his power. 2 altars would be built, each with an offering. The God who sent fire from the sky would be acknowledged, ending the confusion. The prophets of Baal went first. They built their altar, laid wood, and placed an animal offering. They were instructed not to light any fire, but to call upon their God for it. So, they began to pray and shout loudly to Baal. They hoped he would send fire to their altar, beginning their attempt. From morning until midday, the prophets of Baal called out, "Oh, Baal, answer us." They danced and shouted, pleading for fire. But nothing happened. There was no sound, no answer, and no fire appeared. As hours passed, their efforts grew, yet the altar remained cold. The main difficulty was that their God did not respond. After Baal's prophets failed, it was Elijah's turn. He asked the people to come closer. He repaired the altar of the God of Israel, prepared his offering, and had water poured over it 3 times, filling a trench. Then, Elijah prayed a simple prayer. Suddenly, fire came down from the sky. This was the key turning point. God answers. The fire consumed everything. The sight was astonishing and undeniable. Powerful fire from heaven instantly consumed everything on Elijah's altar. When all the people saw this, they were filled with awe. They fell to the ground, realizing the truth. They cried out, "The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God." This was the immediate consequence. God is supreme. Their understanding of power was transformed. Following this powerful display on Mount Carmel, the people's understanding began to change. They had witnessed the undeniable power of the God of Israel. The confusion about who controlled nature started to disappear. Soon after, the long drought finally ended. Dark clouds gathered, and heavy rain began to fall, bringing much-needed water. The clear lesson from the story of Elijah on Mount Carmel is that there is only one true God, and his power is real and unmatched. This event teaches us the importance of knowing and accepting this truth. It shows how clear demonstrations can help people understand what is truly real and where ultimate power lies. The events on Mount Carmel left a deep, lasting impression on the people of Israel. It was a day that settled many questions and provided a clear path forward. This powerful memory was passed down through generations, ensuring that God's clear demonstration of power would not be forgotten. It marked a significant point in history.